the truth.
Hey guys, what's up? Green Machine Sam back with Season 5 and 6, technically, of New England Patriots Rebuild. Now, remember, we're doing Season 5 and 6 because Season 6 was super short, as well as Season 5. Season 5 was basically short because of the fact that, I don't know, it was just short. It only came out to, like, I think 8 or 9 minutes. And then Season 6 I didn't do much for. I just made sure the team was in order, and we just hopped right in and just kept going. The team is looking very, very nice. The only thing that I wish would have happened a little bit better is our offensive line would have developed a little bit more, and Zach Wilson would have developed a little bit more. I wish we could have developed a running back, but I think just in Madden rebuilds, you just can't develop running backs. You have to go in and play as them to really get those running backs developed. The only person that has really developed since we got them, like a lot, is J.C. Jackson and Rashawn Gary for some reason. Like, Rashawn Gary's only up 6 points, too. Isaiah Simmons, I think, is up 3. Galloway's up, I think, 5, but it's because his pass coverage was so low. And I want to know something. Would you guys be interested if I made, like, maybe, like, 5 or 6 just draft classes with some weird development traits on some weird people? Because I'm, like, tired of just seeing, like, it's the same thing, and it's just the stories. You know, you just check stories, you check combine grades, and, you know, if they're an early first, then pick them. If they're not an early first, don't pick them. You know, drafting kind of gets boring every once in a while. And if you want to put together a team in 5 years, it kind of feels like you have to trade for them. It feels like you have to get the base pieces in Season 1 and 2, develop them as much as possible, and then just trade for people. It really feels like that, and that kind of sucks. I know this is about, from when I'm recording this right now, I know it's about a day old that NCAA is coming back. I'm not interested in it. And here's my reasoning. Madden NFL 2K5 is one of the most respected. No, it's not Madden. It's NFL 2K5 is one of the most respected NFL games across the last, let's see, Madden's technically been out since, what was it, 96, 97? So it's now 25, 20, no, it can't be 25 because Madden 14 was 25. So it's been out for 32 years. Madden's been out for 32 years. But their competitor that put out, I think, what was it, like 6 or 7 games, as one of the most respected games ever. The second best, like, technically Madden game is NFL Head Coach 09, followed by, I think a lot of people were saying Madden 25 was another good one. I personally enjoyed Madden 25. I really did. But it's just like, you haven't hit anything good in the last 5 years. Everything's been the same since 2017. There are pictures of Madden 17's logo in Madden 21. Like, come on now. But we do end up making the playoffs at number 2 seed. We're taking on the Ravens. If we win this, we'll probably be taking on the Texans or the Chargers for the most part. Not quite getting that first round bye, but getting good enough. We do beat the Ravens. I didn't even have to jump in. We were up at like 21-3 at one point, and then they came back in like the fourth quarter for the most part. Takeaways really helped us out there. We're one of the throwbacks. One of my favorite jerseys of the Patriots is that one. And then, yeah, lost to the Chargers. I didn't play on my normal sliders, and so I was playing on 50-50, and I didn't realize that until I started getting, like, just pressure up the ass, and my guys were dropping passes left, right, and center. But overall, the team did very good. Saquon and Josh Jacobs combined for over 2,100 yards and 25 touchdowns. If you want to throw in Wilson's and Taylor's numbers, then I think it averages, I think they got somewhere near the 2,400 mark and like 27 touchdowns. So that's a hell of a season from the running backs. When you can grind out the ball like that, it really helps your team. And then you don't have as much stress on the wide receivers, I feel like. Brown, Galladay, Beckham, and Andrews all hit over 600 yards. Only two wide receivers hit over 700. But A.J. Brown, 10 touchdowns. Galladay, 3. Beckham, 2. Andrews, 4. So it really wasn't a bad season. We definitely, came out and played well. But here's the thing. We have no money going into this offseason. The defense played well. The offense played well. It just sucks. But back to NCAA 14. NCAA, well, the new NCAA that's supposed to be coming out. I don't think it's coming out this year. I think they're going to have a 2022 release date. But it sucks because here's why. NCAA 14 is considered one of the best football games of all time. One of the best football games of all time. Not just NCAA games, football games. That game goes for $100 used on the market right now for either console. Xbox is probably more expensive. I have 2 copies. I have a PS3 and I have an Xbox 360 version. I think the Xbox 360 version goes for like $120 right now last time I checked, and I think the PS3 version goes for about $90. It is one of the most highly sought after football games on the market. And my thing is, it's not even going to be whether or not the actual players are in there, because we'll find ways around that if they have any type of roster share, and we'll be able to get to it. It's the simple fact of the matter that it's going to be running on the same engine as Madden. It's going to be the same glitchy mess. It's going to be the same thing. They're only going to care about MUT. It's not going to be a good dynasty or road to glory. It's going to be shit. Okay? Face the franchise is shit. It's a shit game. Okay? You can't tell me otherwise. It's a shit game mode. MUT has evolved into not being grindy, not being, who can put together the best team. It's who's willing to spend money. Who's willing to spend money? Who's willing to play 25 games over a weekend to hopefully get some rewards? You're telling me that that's fun? If you're like me, I like playing different games. I'll play Madden for an hour, start working on a rebuild, and then I'll go play Rainbow for an hour and a half and have some fun with my friends. And then once they get off and go do other stuff, I can hop on 2K and play a franchise mode with Kobe and have fun. And it just sucks because I feel like NCAA is just going to be a copy of Madden. And with negative $30 million in off season, I can't do anything. Hopkins and Allen, I would have just given $550K contracts to and seen if they would have taken them. If so, Beckham and Galladay would have been shipped off for other pieces. But outside of them, I wouldn't have been able to get anybody anyway. Joe Warner's, he's a safety. We moved him to linebacker during the offseason. He's like 220 pounds. He's like 6 foot. Run stopper, moving him to linebacker because we needed a guy. Trent Hale, another guy we drafted that just didn't develop. Granted, I brought guys in that were better than him, that could play better than him, so we do end up trading a 3, a 5, and a 4 next year for a 3 this year. I don't know. Are you guys excited for NCAA football to come back, or is it more like they're just going to fuck it up like they did with Madden? Who cares? Just trading more picks away, just trying to move up in the draft, take some guys that I thought were pretty good. I don't know. I feel like 10 people should buy the new NCAA game when it comes out, and if it's not good, I'd say we just all don't buy it, just to prove a fucking point. But, there's going to be content creators that buy it that are like, this is my job, I need to do it. So. Alex Scott, hidden dev trait number 24 in the class, took him at 72. 6'2", 205, 21 slot out of UCLA. Franklin Bullard, 72 overall, run stopper, 27 in class, took him at 81. 6'2", 320, 21 years old. Chad Osgood, 6'6", 252, 22 possession out of LSU. 63 in the class, took him at 110. Anthony Rivers here, going to take him 68 overall. Number 99 in the class, took him at 115. 68 power, 6'4", 311, 22 years old. He's going to move to left guard, just increase his overall just a little bit. He'll be like a 70. He's just going to be a backup. He's good value for where we took him. Jamie Jones, he could be another new starting player. I don't think he does next season. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, because we're not even done with Season 5, and we're 10 minutes into the video. The next season, I think, takes 2 minutes because I don't even know how much I really show. Alex Scott, number 41. I didn't really have any good numbers available, so I just gave him 41. I feel like that's like a throwaway jersey for any corner. 41 looks fucking cool. Franklin Bullard, number 90 out of Georgia. He's just a big boy, going to sit in the middle. Chad Osgood, he's just like a third or fourth string tight end for us. Granted, if we took him in Season 1, he would have been our number 1 tight end. So we're just going to take a look at the team before we get started into this last season. The team's come together about as good as it could. We got good signees for $550K. We got good trades. Like, we have 3 players on the starting offense that are on $550K contracts, and they're not who you'd expect. It's James Daniels, it's Kenny Galladay, and it's Odell. But other than that, the team's good. It is. It's a good team. The only problem is guys just didn't develop, or I was in too big of a rush certain seasons to, try to go get guys. And sitting at the playoffs, taking on the Raiders in the wild card, and we didn't win. I'm going to be frank with you guys. We didn't win. So Stephon Gilmore retires without another ring. All these guys. And I think we had a couple players going into free agency that it would have been tough to bring back. Let me know down below, guys. What do you guys think of the new NCAA release thing that they're doing? What do you think of, how this rebuild turned out? What do you guys think of really anything that's going on with EA right now? But with that being said, guys, if you guys enjoy any of my content, I would appreciate a subscription. If you guys download any of my rosters, I'd appreciate a like, comment, or anything else. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, the more support you show me, the more I can do stuff. So, I'm out. Peace.